Hey everyone, and welcome back to my podcast. Spoiler, no, not spoiler. Just a gentle warning ahead. I think I'm gonna get sick, so that's why my voice is not really well today. But I wanted to commit to this schedule that I'm doing, even though nobody listens to this podcast. Oh. But yeah, I wanted to commit, and so that's why I'm still doing it. Okay. So today's topic is the number one reason why dating nowadays is very, very difficult. And I think a lot of people would agree with me on this one. So something that I observed in today's society, and it is contributing to the reason why so many people ended up being single until a very old age, or maybe they just not married at all until they got very, very old, until the day they died. They are not married, they don't have any boyfriend, they don't have any girlfriend. I mean, let's all be real, okay? Dating in this modern day is extremely difficult, and the number one reason for that is, hear me out, men are more feminine and women are more masculine. Like the genders kind of got swapped somehow. I don't know what happened. I think I kind of know what happened, but I can't really say for sure, because again, I don't think I'm an expert on this one. So if you are an expert, let me know what you think. Okay, on top of that, people are just generally not nice nowadays. More people are backstabbing, more people have really bad intentions. Like, I guess that's how I can say it, that generally nowadays people are just not nice. Okay, that doesn't say that there's no nice people left, and absolutely not, but yeah, it's just kind of rare. I find it rare, to be honest, to find someone who's genuinely nice. It's either they're acting nice or they're just like manipulative, if you know what I mean. Okay, now back to the topic. Why am I saying that men are more feminine and women are more masculine? It goes for both genders anyway. So whether you're a man or a woman, hear me out, listen to this one, okay? And there's something for both of us to learn about from this. So I think nowadays, okay, let's start from men, okay? I notice most men nowadays, okay, not most, okay, but many men nowadays, they lack motivation. They do not want to be provider. The very good proof of this happening is that there are a lot of men who are so happy when they get to split bill. They'll be like, oh, if my girl can split bill, I'm so happy. I'm the luckiest man in the world because my girl wants to split the bill. And then he's very proud, like somehow they are very proud of that. I don't know about you, but I find that very, very strange, because okay, I put the epitome of a very good man, and that is my father. So I would say this, like, my dad is definitely, he's a true gentleman, okay? He's a true gentleman, and to be honest with you, I kind of blame him for my high standards. And my sisters too. Like, my sisters, they all have high standards because of my dad. Like, my dad shows, like, this is how real man is supposed to be like. So if he ain't like me, don't accept it. He didn't really say that, but we get the message. Like, that's the message that we get. So if I were to ask my dad, like, hey dad, mom is really happy to split bill with you, would you be proud of that? He'd be like, hell no, like, shit. What, like, he'll be probably telling my mom like, why do you want to split bill? I got you, I took care of you. Why do you want to split bill? Keep your money, okay? Keep your money. Buy if you actually do have money, keep it for yourself. Either you save it or buy something nice for yourself. You don't need to worry about no bills, okay? Like, that would be my dad. Okay, so that's the reason why I feel like it's so weird that a lot of guys are like, I'm so proud, I'm so lucky, I have my girl, she's very understanding, so she always split the bill with me, she always pay for the house, she always pay for this, always pay for that, and she's happy to pay. I'm like, right. I just feel so pity for the girl, because I feel like usually girls who are willingly wanted to split bill, I think they just, one, do not know their worth, and two, they don't understand what it's like, how a woman should be treated, basically. And so that's okay, in terms of split bill, let me just tell you why do I think that women nowadays are more masculine. Like, look at that, women are more stepping up and like, hey, I got this bill, let's just split it. Or maybe she's the one who's paying for you. Like, why? I just feel like, why do women take up that role? It's so, one, it is very unnecessary, and two, I think it's degrading other women as well, because the proof of you accepting, not accepting split bill, but you're literally advocating for split bill. Like, you're literally supporting and advocating for that. The result of that is, nowadays more and more women are like wanted to split bill, and more men are expecting the women to split bill so that they don't have to take care of the women. Now listen to me, men are supposed to take care of you. They should be your provider, they should take care of you. Anything, like whether it's a dinner, it's a lunch, it's in marriage, like buying the baby's diapers, baby's milk, anything, like I just do not agree that split bill is acceptable in any dating. Like, even if the man is literally like on a first date with a woman, I'm like, no, no, like, that is really weird. Let me tell you something, I do not believe in split bill. I used to believe in split bill, but like, I used to believe in all those messed up messages that women keep sharing with one another, like, oh, split bill is good, split bill is really, really good because you don't owe him anything. Or maybe the other message, I think it goes something like, hold on, let me just try to remember it. I'm like not feeling well, so my brain doesn't work so well. You know what, I forgot. But basically, women kind of tell each other, you gotta be strong, woman. I mean, I agree, in a way you gotta be strong, but not in that way of strong that you do not let men grow. So here's the thing, a lot of the times girls will say something like, oh, why is it so difficult to find men nowadays? Well, you girls created that environment. You girls accepted being treated like, I don't know, some kind of business partner or something. That's why you guys go split bill. Like, if you girls do not accept that, and it becomes the norm, that girls will not accept that. Like, right now there's still a lot of debate. I'm like, why are we debating about this? It should be clear, men should be the provider, there should be no splitting bill, okay? And like, it's just very clear. But nowadays girls are like, yeah, I mean, that's why we don't owe them anything, so we just split the bill. No, even if he's like paying for you, that doesn't mean you are owing him something. Actually, nobody owes you anything. Even if he is paying for the bills, you still do not owe him anything. Like, where does that mindset of you owe him because he paid something for you come from? I mean, you ain't a hoe, so you know what I mean. So like just take it easy. Just thank him, have a good time, thank him, be respectful for him. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's asking you to pay, so stop spreading all these messages like, we girls gotta pay. No. That is so messed up. I'm telling you, that is so messed up. Like, I think I'm leaning more towards like the princess treatment kind of thing, because I really agree. I think that is really how women should be treated. I don't know why some women are like, oh, princess treatment is just too far. Well, yeah, because we are the one who breed these men, who make these men become lazy, unmotivated, because you know what, they just if they want to take you on, or they don't need much money, they just like split the bill. Or I like, to be honest with you, even if there are guys who take you out on cheap restaurant, I'm like, no, like, hell no, get your face out of here. Like, how dare you? You know. Here's what I'm gonna say. I have seen, like, do not blame, for men out there, don't you dare blame the economy, okay? Because no, I don't think it's the economy's fault, because I have seen more, like, a lot of women, they got a really good job, they got really good work, they are very motivated, they earn a lot of money, okay? So that means that it's actually not impossible to earn a lot of money. It's just that you guys are lazy and unmotivated. And I know some guys will be so butthurt and say, nah, I'm not lazy, it's the economy, it's really getting bad. I know that the economy is getting bad, but there are still chances for you to work hard and earn more to provide for your baby girl. You know what I mean? Okay. So, but here's the thing. I guess a lot of women also, they kind of have this mindset of, I don't need no man, And so I feel like when women have this mindset of, I don't need no man, I can take care of myself, I can pay for everything that I have, I feel like it does somehow, like, I'm not saying that is a wrong kind of thinking, but I'm just saying, like, it does sort of contribute to the emasculinization of men. I'm so sorry for burping. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. More and more men are very demasculated, and they are just lazy, they're unmotivated, they don't want to take care of the girl. Like, what I'm trying to say is, let's just say, I mean, you are not a hoe, okay? You're not a hoe, you're not a prostitute. But even prostitutes get paid, and you are not getting paid at all. So, which means that the guys just want free sex. And again, okay, another thing I wanted to add on is, even if he let's just say your thinking goes like this: I don't want him to pay for anything, as long as he is extremely nice, he is extremely kind, and he can be a good father or a good husband one day. Okay, but even if he doesn't pay, there is absolutely no guarantee that he will be like that, because, to be honest with you, men are very, very simple. So the way we can see their intentions and their good mannerism is actually, one of the ways to see that is through their money. Okay, so if he's willing to spend money on you, it's actually a good sign. I'm saying it is a good sign that he can be a good provider once you got married to him. So if he's like dangling this promise to you and say that, well, I'm not gonna spend a lot on girlfriend, but I will spend all of my fortune on my wife, that is bullshit, and you should not believe that. Those are the words from men who are manipulative, and they just wanted to use you. They like, literally, they just want cheap thrill, like, I don't know how to tell you, like, they just want like a a very personal lady companion that is for them for the rest of their life. It's like saying, you know how some men, they will hire prostitutes every now and then. That is like renting an item. I'm not saying you guys are an item, but let's just say it's an item. It's kind of like that. It's like they're renting, but with you. Let's just say he wanted to marry you, but he's very stingy. He doesn't want to spend any money and all that stuff. Well, he wanted to buy you. I just feel like this is just not, like, it's just not it, you know. I absolutely disagree with that. And you know what, another thing I want to I keep saying another thing I want to add. It's like another thing and another thing. Okay, speaking of the women, why are women more masculine nowadays? I totally hate this thinking of women saying, well, if he doesn't propose to you, or if he doesn't confess his love to you, you can confess. Like, girl power. No. Oh my god, people, like, girls who say that, they absolutely have no idea how the men and women relationship work, and they just kind of make things up. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, girls, but I do have to tell you girls, that if you think that way, that is disgusting. Because here's what I'm gonna tell you. If a man does not confess to you their love, or maybe he did not propose to you, that is because he doesn't want you. It's as simple as that. He doesn't choose you. In a relationship between men and women, here's how it works. The man will choose the woman, and the woman will either accept or reject it. That's just how it works. So if you women truly believe that you can confess to a guy, you know what? I think you will be trapped in a one-sided relationship. Like, you like him way more than he likes you, and that is just not okay. Absolutely not. It is to me, when a woman likes men more than the man likes her, I feel like that is such a big, huge red flag, and I have been in that relationship. So maybe you girls would be like, oh, I'm gonna confess to him because, you know what, I think he likes me too. And so you confess, and maybe he will say something like, oh, I didn't know that you have this feeling towards me. I actually like you too. It's just that I've been scared. Maybe you will reject me. And then after that, you guys like got together. Here's what I'm gonna tell you what he actually means. What he actually means is, I don't really like you that much, but I kind of don't mind going out with you, so let's just do it, you know. It's true. That's really how their mind works. Like, they listen to me. Men are very, very good at words. They're very sly. They're cunning. Okay, so you women, you gotta be smarter than them. You gotta be able to spot the bullshit from a mile away. And yeah, if a guy is telling you that, you're like, okay, why didn't you confess to me first, you pussy? Like, for real, you gotta tell him that. I mean, you know what? After I got all these life lessons, I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Okay, so let me tell you something, guys, and girls. Okay, I used to be in that position. I used to be a girl who believes in splitting bills. I'm like, no, I mean, the economy is bad, the economy is tough. Let's just give the guy some slack and understanding, and let's just split the bill. Okay, I used to have that belief. How stupid I was. I'm such an idiot. I was such an idiot. I hope I'm not anymore. I feel like I've learned so much. And then I used to believe, there's this one other belief, that a lot of guys kind of like to promote and get girls to really accept it, and somehow it worked, which is, you gotta be with the guy from zero. Like, for what they mean by that is, if he's still poor, like, that's okay. You still have to hold on to him until he's rich, and then when he is rich, you know what happens? He's gonna find a new girl. It happens all the time. You can just go on and look up for the news, like the cheating news and stuff like that. It's because of that. It's because back when he was poor, he absolutely loved this woman, because he thought, oh, this woman is my dream. She's very understanding. She's there with me through the good and the bad, And but then once he got so very, very successful, he's like, no, I want like prettier girl. I want bigger boobs. I want bigger ass. It's just, that's the nature of man. I'm telling you, that is the nature of man. So that is why you should absolutely do not. It is like clear warning. I'm telling you, this is PSA. Okay, this is a warning for all you girls out there. Do not ever, do not ever accompany men from zero. I don't care if you say, oh, but my parents are like that. They didn't have money and all that stuff. No, the times have changed. I'm telling you, times have changed. Nowadays, men are a lot more manipulative. The reason why they want women to accompany them from zero is because I still want to get bitches even though I'm poor. Like, that's it. No matter what stories you heard, like, oh, but this couple, they are very sweet because they've been through things together ever since they were poor, and now they're rich and they're still together. Bullshit. Let me tell you, bullshit. There's something bullshit going on with their story, so do not ever believe that. And no. I'm telling you, girls, I love you, girls, so please do yourself a favor and never date guys who are broke. Please, for the sake of yourself, okay? All right. You know what? I have a really, really high standard for men, and that is because of my dad, which I told you guys earlier, right? And but somehow I keep settling for less. Like, I know this guy is definitely not like my dad. Even like if my dad knows him, he'll be like, no, you can't date him anymore. Stop it. Like, he would forbid me from seeing him at all. So yeah, I do wonder why I always like settle for less. I used to settle for less. Now I'm not going to settle for less anymore. Sorry. But yeah, I think if my dad was still alive, he would be very pissed at the choice of men that I make. He would be very pissed at those men. He'd be like, why you never want to marry her? I'm telling you, I'm asking you, want to be serious with me? Why don't you want to marry her? Okay, because I have this. Okay, let me tell you guys a little backstory. Okay, I always talk about my past relationship in this podcast. I don't give a fuck. Maybe you say you want to say like, oh, Lenny, you're like a broken record. I don't care. I'm gonna talk whatever I want to talk. I have 4 exes. Okay. The first one was in high school, so that was like totally, we just literally just playing around. But he did kind of broke, I would say, like, he really hurt me. He really, really hurt me after the breakup, because we were in the same class, right? So he would date this other girl who is literally in the same class, and it is the girl that he told me not to worry about. Oh my god, I'm like, I don't know, you guys. Like, when I look back, I'm like, how the hell did I survive that? That is crazy. And I have like, I was bullied in high school, so I told him like, hey, can you help me to stop the bullies and all that stuff? So he did stop it while we were dating, and once we stopped dating, he kind of tell the bully like, yeah, go at her. So that was really painful, and he was not a good guy. He was just very manipulative, that's all. I'm telling you, when you are dating, you will say that, oh, my man is extremely kind, he's the best man I've ever known in my life. No, he's just being manipulative. I'm just telling you straightforward, he's just being manipulative. So that guy from high school, absolutely, my dad would never, ever, ever accept him. Okay, and then the second one is probably one of the worst. I feel like the second one, my dad definitely, absolutely, from just by looking at him, he will not accept. It is because he is a completely different religion, completely different culture, and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, my family has been telling me not to date him, but I didn't listen, and so that's why our relationship was just 1 month. But looking back, actually, like, if I'm gonna be honest with you, he's not really bad or mean. It's just that he actually does have different beliefs than me. Like, we're just not supposed to be together in the first place. Like, yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. Like, he's not really like a bad person or anything. Nah, after the breakup, he didn't really like do anything really bad to me. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, he's not really bad. I mean, yeah, the relationship was chaotic because we really have two completely opposite beliefs. I used to think like, oh, opposites attract. No, opposites do not attract. Well, you know what? Opposites do attract. They attract debates. They attract fights. They attract not peacefulness. I don't know what's the word for that, but yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, and then the third one, I think, you know what, the third one is probably the one that my dad would accept, but he would be like, wait, hold on, before you move forward, why don't you want to marry my daughter? You tell me you don't have money. No, that's not an excuse. You don't have money, then you go make some more money. Work harder. Like, my dad is literally will tell guys that. I mean, he never come up with, I'm telling you, my dad is literally the best. He never come up with excuse. Okay, if my mom says, oh, I really want this stuff, oh, I want this bag, and like, yeah, go get it, no, don't worry about the money, I'll get you later, okay? Like, that is literally the sweetest thing ever. And he always tell us, his kids, okay, he would say, like, if y'all ever mess with your mom, I'm gonna I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna punish you real bad, okay? Like, he really takes a very good care of my mom, and my mom is just, I guess, treated like a princess, like a queen, I guess. And yeah, I mean, yeah, looking back, it's just really sad that, well, he passed away when I was 17, so yeah. Anyway, I'm just kind of sad. That's all. I'm just kind of sad. So yeah, the third one is probably my best ex, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's just that we were never gonna get married. Like, he told me well, not early on, but somewhere later on, he kind of dropped hints like, oh, I don't have money for marriage. Oh, marriage costs this much. And he'd be like, ain't nobody got money for that one. Ain't nobody got money for that, And he will always tell me, I think you should go and find guys who are better than me, because I just don't have money. I can't be married and all that stuff. My family has this money problem and all that stuff. And he was very depressed to the point that he thought that he was born into this fate of not having money. Like, he's fated to be poor. That's what his beliefs. And I gave him chance, actually. Like, I gave him chance to improve, because I really loved him. But he did not. He doesn't want to improve. He's just like give up with his situation. So it's like, okay, I think I'm outie, But overall, he's actually a really nice guy. He really is a nice guy. It's just kind of sad, I guess, like with his family situation. It's kind of unfortunate. But I'm really happy for him that he's now married to someone really amazing. So yeah, I just feel like, you know what, if you have a really good ex, you would wish the best for him, and he's going to have the best life ever. And now let's talk about my last ex. My last ex is probably someone that my dad would probably hunt to his house, and my dad would probably do something to him. Like, not like something criminal, but he's probably gonna be angry at him and all that stuff. What I'm trying to say is that my last ex is probably the worst. The fourth ex is really the worst because he dared to hurt me like this. His family dared to disrespect me like this. You know what, my dad never ever ever want him or his family or anyone in his family to be disrespected. Never. He's the man who respects other people very much. He taught us, his kids, to really respect other people. But when we are being disrespected, he's gonna go ballistic. I'm telling you that he's gonna go ballistic. So I think if my dad was still around, he would probably go to his shop and would probably break a few things and angry and yell at him for doing all that shit. I mean, that is literally the biggest mama's boy action I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, he's just not a nice person at all. Looking back, he is extremely manipulative. Like, maybe in other point of view, people will say he's very intelligent. Well, he is using his intelligence for really bad stuff. So I would say that is cunning, not intelligent. I admit I'm not as strategic. I am not as smart as or as intelligent, but I have pure heart. That is, I'm not making this up. I have pure heart, and I have nothing but just pure love, okay, and kindness. Like, I just want the best for you. Maybe the way it manifested sometimes is not really good. Maybe some people will think that came across as like controlling, but I just want the best for you. That's all. I never manipulate people. I never lie to people. Absolutely not. And I never disrespect anyone at all. Anyone at all, okay? I never asked anyone to wash the dishes and whatnot. No. I never do that. I never, ever, ever. Okay. So if I would tell my dad, like, this family that I'm gonna marry into, they asked me to wash the dishes. They asked me to give out plates to the guests, even though I was the guest. I was actually one of the guests. To me, when I look back, I'm like, that is so weird. Like, they invited me as a guest, but then they asked me to wash dishes. I think that doesn't sit right with me. Other guests did not get to wash the dishes, by the way. I'm telling you that. Even though there are other females out there, they did not wash the dishes. And then he never like took my side. He never took my side. He always took his mother's side. So I think my dad would absolutely like lecture him a thing or two. My dad would probably like, you learn to be a man. Why don't you learn to be a man? Okay, why are you acting like a little girl? Which is so true. I mean, you know what, I would probably give anything for my dad to be alive again and just smack that guy. I don't know. He probably gonna do something. He probably gonna ask someone to do something. I don't know. but I'm here for it. Because that man is extremely evil. He's cunning, and I'm so glad I did not get married to his family. Even though it still like hurts, because everything that he did, it's like, okay, it's kind of like, let's just say you love this person very, very much, but apparently you find out that, oh, this person have never loved you at all. He was just using you, but he's just very good at acting and all that stuff. I'm like, that hurts. That really hurts. Like, I'm not like hurting because I love him. No, I don't love him anymore. I absolutely hate him. But yeah, it's just it really is sucks to be fooled like that. And he is probably the epitome of a very feminine man. if that makes sense. Like he's always like listen to his mother. He always asks his family for opinion. He never makes his own opinion, by the way. So he always asks his family for opinion. He never wanted to listen to me. He never wanted to try to solve the problem. You know, as a man, you really need to be able to do problem solving. Like you have to be very good at it. And he's just like, this is too much for me. This is toxic. This is what. Well, let me tell you something. It's toxic because you never loved me. Duh. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. And so I'm just kind of glad that I didn't get to marry him. I still feel like a bit sad for my family because my family absolutely did not deserve any of this. My family is actually kind of caught in this drama because my family, it was really happy for me that I'm actually gonna get married and all this stuff. They're very happy for me, but then now it's like everything is canceled, and you know they are sad when they see me sad. So I just feel bad. So I just feel really bad for them, and I truly, I'm like telling this to myself. I'm never ever gonna have this happen again. Absolutely no. I will never let this happen again. Not with anybody. Okay? So, and that's the reason why I rise up my standards. I'm like, I'm not receiving anything lesser than. Okay? There are so many guys who DM me on Instagram. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god, I keep on burping. So there are so many guys who are like DMing me on Instagram, and then I took a look at their profile. I'm like, you don't seem to be like earning much money. And then there are some of them who's like, I asked them like what's their occupation, and then they just say, I work in this company as insert very mediocre position. I was like starting to find a word. Yeah, as a mediocre position, like it's like kind of the same with me, and I'm like, I wonder how much is your salary and whether you can actually take care of a woman. If you cannot, well then goodbye. And I just kind of like, okay, I know how much they roughly earn, so why should I continue? So I usually just ignore their DM and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And oh my god, let me tell you guys, there's this really crazy story just happened a few days ago. There's this, as I was in this like kind of like workshop from my church on how to worship, and there's this family of three sitting right next beside me. So there is this man, there's this woman, and then there's one. She looks like a teenage girl. So I kind of thought that the man and the woman are like the parent of this teenage girl, but apparently, the woman is the mother. The man is actually that's her son, and the teenage girl is also her daughter. So I was like, what? He looks very old. He looks really old. And then actually the mother is the one who started the conversation with me, and like, oh, what's your name? Are you new here? And blah blah blah. And he was like, oh, this is my son Tommy. And like, oh, okay. And then apparently that guy's like switched seat with the teenage daughter. So the teenage daughter was the one who initially sit right next to me, and so he switched with her to sit right next to me. So he got this like huge ass iPad, and then so we had this chit chat, like just ordinary chit chat. Oh, where do you live? Oh, I've never seen you before. Blah blah blah. And then once the workshop started, so the instructor was like talking, like teaching us and stuff. So I was like really deep into it. I was like listening, and then he was like, hey, can I get your number? Like he was whispering, hey, can I get your number? And I'm like, no. Like I literally just said no to him. I'm like, oh my god, look at me. I'm so proud of myself. I can say no. Like I'm telling you, the old lady She's the split bill kind of girl. She's the girl who will accompany guys from zero. That old lady is gone. She's dead. She is she is dead. Okay. And I am the new me. I would never ever split bill with anybody. If let's say there's a guy who wants it to split bill with me, I'll probably be like, no, I don't do split bill. Why don't you pay for it? And then if he still no, then okay, fine. I don't want to make a big fuss of it. And I'll just pay and never ever see him again. I know there are some guys who will be like, oh, you are very materialistic girl. Hey, dude, I just like it's just a dinner. Okay, it's just a dinner. I'm not being materialistic. Shut up about it. Why don't you? Okay, I mean, usually those guys who will say like the girls are materialistic, they're just poor and lazy and unmotivated. If I'm gonna be honest with you. So anyway, the guy who was like hitting me up on the church, I'm like, I'm like, oh, I'm just like disgusted by him. Like he is literally the mama's boy prototype. I guess prototype. Oh no, the protege. The protege of mama's boy. Like I'm like, okay, I have had relation with a mama's boy. It did not end well at all. So what makes you think you deserve my attention at all? So after that, he was like kind of pissed, and then he switched his seat back with his sister. And then we just never speak at all. And I'm like, I never ever wanted to see that family again. Okay, their teenage daughter, I never ever spoke to her, so maybe she's pretty cool. I don't really know. But the mother and the son, no, absolutely no way. Get them out of my face. Anyway, guys, I'm like shit talking now. Anyway, guys, I guess that's it. I kind of need some more rest. Today's pretty. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna get a fever. I just can't feel it. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I hope you find this pretty, I don't know, insightful. However you make it to be. Okay, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.